All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing okay on this beautiful weekend here at the end of July. Man, we are just going through this year fast, ain't we? So I haven't done one of these in a while. Been kind of quiet, markets have been kind of a little bit turbulent and iffy here at the top. So I just wanted to come in here and make a little video going over some analysis and talk about what I think's going on here. So let's start out with SPX and we'll go over to the daily chart. Okay, as you can see, we have a nice upward price channel here. Okay, and you can originate that back here at the end of October in 2020. Okay, so we've been in a nice uptrend for a while now. We've tested this 50 daily moving average a couple times and bounced right off. We just recently tested it again and bounced to new highs. We hit, I mean, you can see it right here. We hit right in the middle of this price channel right here. Okay, and we backed off, and you can see what happened right here too. Whenever we hit it, we backed off, right? So this purple line is it's the linear regression trend line. So it pretty much kind of it's kind of the mean. Okay, so we've returned to the mean. We rejected this mid channel trend line here. We have the 20 right here at 43.65, so it's 30 points off. And then the bottom of this price channel just so happens to correlate with the 50. And if we came back down, we're probably looking somewhere around 4,300 is where we would find support. Okay, I think that the markets are very mixed right now, and it's really tough to say what is going to happen right now, because there's no clear no clear no clear direction. As you can see right here, if you draw this little box, we've been kind of, we tested right here and it served as resistance, and we sold off, and then we came back up and we popped right through that, right? Okay, and rejected, like I said, rejected off the mid channel trend line, and we've just been consolidating for the last 6 days, last week or so. Okay, and so we're gonna have to really get going here if we're gonna get moving up into more highs. All right, and one thing that the SMH, the semiconductors, usually I like to see them be real strong for a bull market, and you can look at this two ways. On the daily chart over here, you can say, okay, so we came back down here and we tested this 50. We had good 3 good bullish days here. All right, so we're ready to go. We're ready to come back up here to around 270. Well, hit 270, not back, but come up here and make a new high to 270. Okay, but at the same time, look at this trend line you have right here that originates back here at the high, the previous all-time high back in February. Okay, so we hit it right here, rejected. We hit it right here, rejected. Now we're right back there on it. We pulled back a little bit into the close on Friday. So like I said, it's tough. Okay, it's not clear, because if we reject this again, guess where we're going? Look where we went that time. Look right here where we found support. We narrowly missed it right there, and then look where we found support on this lower trend line here. So it's not out of the question for us to come back down here and probably find some support around 250. I would suspect. it's tough right now, like I said, to call. You can see down here, look at the green bars compared to the red. That's a lot of buying, you know. There's a lot of buying. There were a lot of people buying back here. Look at that day. We came down here, tested this lower trend line, and we came all the way back up. I mean, that was a strong day, okay? And there was a lot of buying volume on that day. There's, you know, I spent some time on the other sectors, and it's just really tough on all of them. Communications, I would like to see communications get going for a nice bull market. Within that sector, you have things like Google, and I believe Disney's in there, and Facebook. So you have some pretty good names in there. You can see it's sitting here right there on its 20. It rejected the mid-channel trend line as well, and so we're kind of right in the middle right now on everything. We could come back down here to 80, or we could come up here to 86. It's really tough right now. Energy is looking pretty crappy. That is that chart has broken down. I do not like that, and I will stay away from energy for sure. Financials are kind of the same way, and I like to see financials in a bull market, but I'll settle for semis and those in tech. I'll settle for those because they will lead the market good. You know, industrials are just kind of meandering there, and then in tech, look what happened here. We have this price channel here, and look at all the times we've hit this upper boundary. You can tell here. So if I just highlight these for you guys, so we hit it there, we sold off. We hit it here, we sold off. We hit it in here, we sold off. Look what's going on now. Look, we're hitting it right in there, okay? So it's tough. It's really tough. It's tough to say. It's tough to say we're gonna hold this 20 and we're gonna bounce back up here into 155, 156 on this channel. I don't know. It's tough to say right now. That's one of the reasons why I've kind of held off on putting out too many trades here recently, just because of the way that the markets are looking. We've been doing really well on some trades that we do have out right now, so those are working out really well, and we'll look at some individual charts here in just a second. I just kind of wanted to go over some of this macro stuff really. Consumer staples, same thing. We have a sideways consolidation channel. You know, back here is pretty nasty too. Not a lot going on. Real estate is, you know, kind of looking good. At the same time, you know, you kind of feel like it wants to break down and come back down here to 44, 45. So I don't know. We need to really wait until next week and see what how we open up on the cash session, and see how everything reacts to the world going on, because we got the Delta variant that's being talked about a lot now. We got what else? Inflation is coming in hot, you know, which it's not really that unexpected, right? But you know, it's starting to be talked about more and more. Apple hit that 150 right on the nose back here on the 15th, and we just kind of been consolidating. And this could be, I just really noticed this. This could be, let's see how this lines up. So this could be a triangle. So this would be originate here, A, B, C, D, and then E to complete the triangle before moving higher. So see, I was just talking about this last week about how Apple looked pretty good for a bounce, and then we have this upper trend line, so it could do something like this. It could go right there, and then more than likely it would break that lower trend line to complete the consolidation before moving higher. I'm going to move this one too real quick. So, you know what? If it does this, look how well that would line up. So, look, here's how you can plan a good trade. Okay, here's a little educational moment here. You see we're in consolidation. You have your trend lines drawn. It looks like it's triangulating. So A, B, C, D, E to complete the triangle. A lot of times they will overthrow on the completion, okay, a little bit below this trend line. So look what would happen if we complete out here. What's gonna line up? Well, your 50 will be caught up to about here. Your linear regression, it will be caught up to about here. So if you get down to about 140, then that's going to be a pretty good zone, I would say, to buy into some Apple. And then look right here. So look what you have over here. If you come right here, 138.17, look what you have. It was resistance, 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 resistance. We broke it. We broke it right here, and we never retested that to turn it into support. Okay? Never did. We just broke and been consolidating, and that works out so perfect. Man, that would be an awesome trade right there. If it does what I think it'll do right here, that will be an amazing trade. It's just, you're just gonna have to keep your eye on it and see what it does, okay? Because that will be a great trade if it works out. It would be awesome. So it's something to keep your eyes on. I'm actually going to put this on pretty close watch here and see what happens. Here is the one. This is concerning. Okay, this is really concerning. I'm going to cancel that real quick, and we'll look right here. So Amazon's a big player. Okay. If you know anything about weighting systems and stuff like that, Amazon is it's a big player in the markets. Okay, this is very, very scary to see such a large gap on Amazon. And we'll rough it in real quick. So we'll come right about there, and it opened up right there. So about 7%. Okay, it was about a 7% gap down from earnings. But look where it held. All right, it held right here on this lower trend line. Look how amazing that is. And I had these two drawn right here for the consolidation that I was watching and talking about. You can go back and check those videos out. We talked about this a lot. Yeah, it's very, very concerning to see this. If we start breaking south of this trend line and this 200 moving average, you better watch out, because you could come all the way back down here to 29.50 pretty easily, honestly. Amazon's a big mover. So let's see here. Let's draw this out now. I'm going to say that this level right here, I'm going to say that level right there about 30.75, and then I'm going to say we'll say about 29.50. About 29.50. So those are going to be some key points in my opinion if we start breaking down and moving lower. And you know, this right here, it could be what we was talking about in the S&P 500, right? We was talking about how we could come on down to the bottom of that channel and test the 50 and blah 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 blah. Well, this move in Amazon could make that happen. Okay, it's going to be very important to watch Amazon going into next week and seeing how it reacts. One more I want to talk about real quick. I won't keep you guys on here very long because I know everybody hates long videos, right? This is the NDX NASDAQ 100. It's a huge player. This is, you know, a market index. Same thing, right? Same thing I've been looking at on the others. I have my price channel drawn, and you can just look right here. We found support, resistance, support. We started, you know, meandering right up here close, resistance. We broke above it. We was coming back to turn it into support. It failed. Found support on the LINREG. Once again, up, failed. Came all the way down here to the bottom that time. Tested it as resistance, support. Look where we're at. Resistance, resistance, resistance. I actually sold some call spreads up here in my personal account and made some pretty dang good money actually. It was a really good trade. And why did I do that? Well, my price channel. That's why I made that call, you know. So as you can see right now, we are sitting right on the 20. Mid price channel is back down here around 14.6. Your 50 will probably catch up to there by the time we get there. So I'm looking for, if we start breaking down next week, I'm looking for 14.6 as first level of support. If we break that, then I'm going to say that we can see 14K pretty easy. And you can tell if you look right here, that would be support. This used to be resistance right at 14K. So that would serve as some support. And plus you got your lower boundaries of the price channel down here. So right now it's a waiting game in my opinion, to see what happens, okay? Because it's difficult to determine things with the way that they currently are. All right. Tesla, look at this. I've had this I've had these trend lines drawn for so long now. This thing was in triangulation, and I was talking about it on my analysis. I was wanting it to come back down here and finish it out, right? Finish out that consolidation down here into the 5 to 550 level. And it hasn't. It came down here and it held this 200. Look how well. And we was just squeezing. We held the 200 all through here. We bounced up to this upper trend line, and we rejected it. We came back down to the 200 trend line, reject, and we just, it just kept on squeezing, getting tighter and tighter. Price action was tighter and tighter and tighter, and we broke out. So the question is it going to be a true breakout, or are we going to come back down here? Is it a bull trap? I don't know. But Tesla's going to be a good one to keep on your radar. It should make some moves here soon. But hey, that's about all I got. I'll let you guys go. I know it sucks sitting here listening to me ramble on, but that's just my thoughts on the market. Okay, just be patient. Don't try to be a hero and do anything crazy, because the market's going to tell us. All right, it's going to give us those signs, and we just have to be patient and wait for them, because if not, you'll just end up losing money, right? So, all right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I hope everybody's doing well in their trading. If you ever need any help, just let me know. We'll see what we can do. Don't forget, we offer 1 week free trial to Tactical Trading Services to see if it's right for you, see if you like making money or not, and if you don't, well, then no harm, no foul. No hard feelings. Okay, so check us out. Go like us on Facebook. All the links will be below in the description, so you know what to do. All right, see you, everybody.